let's talk about Honey Don't. Carl Perkins, covered by the Beatles. We're going to do the intro and the first guitar solo, and let's get started. All right, let's get started with this intro to Honey Don't. The intro to Honey Don't is basically this turnaround that you might be familiar with. 12-bar blues turnaround. I have another lesson on that turnaround, but the variation here is that we're alternating between the third string and the open first string. So the lick goes, I use my middle finger or my third finger here. I'm gonna use my middle finger now. I'm gonna go slide into the fourth and then hit the open E string. So it's, right? And you can get sloppy with that and kind of strum it so you're hitting that open B string, second string also. Right? That sounds pretty cool. Okay. Depending on what version you listen to, sometimes it's much clearer than that. They don't have the sloppiness in there, and it's. So you're going to fourth fret, open, open, third fret, second fret, and then you're getting to an E chord. I'm going to hold down the whole E chord for this whole end part. Right, I've got that E chord down, and I'm gonna go top four strings, and then a full strum, and then I'm gonna pull out this lick that goes, ba-da-da-bo-da-da, but I'm strumming the chord while I'm doing that lick, so it sounds like this. The Carl Perkins version definitely does that, where it's like. Right, the Beatles version more or less just strums an E chord. All right, so that's the lick. I'm going to play it for you a few times here. You can follow along. Do it with my middle finger this time. All right, so let's get to discussing the chords of this song and how we're going to do this lead guitar part. All right, let's take a look. All right, now the solo to this song is an odd form. The whole song is a little odd. The chorus of this song is a 12-bar blues, but it's not a traditional chord progression. It switches from E to C, then E to C, and then B for 2 measures, and then back to E for 2 measures. So it's 12 bars, but it's not a traditional 12-bar chord progression. Then when you get to the chorus of this song, the Honey Don't part, it's a regular 12-bar blues, 4 measures on E, 2 measures on A, 2 measures on E, 2 measures on B7, and then 2 measures on E. But when we get to the solo, this is the weird part, it's no longer 12 measures long, it's 10 measures long, both times through. So there's 2 little guitar solos in this song. The first time through is what I've written out here, and the second time through is just kind of like a Carl Perkins Rockabilly boogie kind of thing that happens. But it's 10 bars instead of 12. So it's a very odd thing to do in a song. So let's take a look at this guitar solo. So we just got done a chorus of Honey Don't, and he's going to slide up to the 12th fret E chord, 12, 12, 13, 14. 12th fret, 12th fret, 13th fret, 14th fret. Some people call this the F shape, right? It's basically the E chord moved up, right? We're moving that all the way up to the 12th fret. All right? Now, it goes, the rhythms are slightly different depending on which version of this song you're listening to. I usually do something like, right? And then you're going to go from the E shape, you're going to slide it down, same fingering, slide it down to the 8th fret, and you get your C chord. Back up to the E chord. And then C for one measure. And then you're going to descend on the B7. 7, 7, 5, 4, 2, open. All right, that goes. Now sometimes you'll hear, and he uses that open E string between each note. All right, I like to go. It's just cleaner, and when you hit this E chord here, that's when the little boogie starts. And the boogie is different than the rest of the song. The boogie sounds more like this. All right, now, what we are going to try to do is just this first guitar solo. All right, so it's going to sound like this. Right, and then that goes into the Honey Don't second part of the solo, which is the boogie. So, take some time. Usually, when I play this song, I just do the first guitar solo. I don't go into the boogie part. I go right into a chorus of Honey Don't. Then I do the third verse to end the song. All right, well, I hope you have fun with this Honey Don't song. Again, this is the first guitar solo that I ever learned, first lead guitar lick. And it's such an odd structure for a song that kind of learning it prepares you for the weird things that can happen in songs. You don't expect this C chord to come into this song. You don't expect the chord progression to change from a 12-bar song to a 10-bar song for the guitar solo. There's a lot of odd things about this song, Honey Don't. And I really enjoy playing it. I hope you enjoy playing it. And have a great week.